Hello, hello. Welcome to Collector Express's Whip It Sundays. With me tonight is me, myself, and I. Everybody else is out tonight. But I got plenty to work on and to keep us busy. Let's get some background music going. Let's see. eBay. I want the fist hands. So that last stream I was working on putting some alternate wings on for him. I haven't painted them yet. Won't be painting these tonight because I want to. I got some black primer. I want to hit them with black primer and make things easier because the inside of the wings need to be black with gray dry brushing, and these are going. The edges of the spine are be brown, but I don't like how this is looking. But also said I wanted some fist hands, so we're going to prep and paint these. Also working on some Nemesis Enforcer wings, which I had to do blend the seam here. Took some epoxy, but the other one was fine, but apparently when it was something happened, it drifted. Was on being printed, and I got a seam line through here. Didn't do it on this one. Well, it's got a little bit you can see, but not where it's really noticeable. But this one's pretty extreme. Didn't happen on the big ones. I don't know what difference there. And so eventually need to get back to finish painting my alternate head. Got the base coat on. I need to just basically start painting the details in. Painting the eyes, the teeth. Touch up the horns with the base. Might do that tonight, and we'll see. First, let's see if I got these sanded enough. Blend that in. Grab some paint to go over it. Get the Dremel going here in a few minutes. It's Dremel time. Do. Just doing them. I won't prime these completely, but I just want them to go over it with some paint just to make sure it's blended properly. And it looks like it looks good from this side. Seam line's going away. Yeah, that looks good. Good deal. This side might need a little more sanding. Maybe. But time I prime it, probably wouldn't even noticeable. It's one of those things, I see it. Yeah, that's got to be sanded a little bit more. There's a big seam right there. Let that dry. The inside's good though. That looks good. Alright. Hey, name of field. So we are going to do some dremeling. Dual purpose for my readers. Protect my eyes and be able to see. Good way to show people new to the channel ways I prep for joints. I'm gonna Dremel off some of the material on the hinge. Go through and color it with a permanent marker first. And I Dremel all that off. That should be enough paint, the clearance for the paint. Hey, Peter Conrad. Welcome. Just in time for the Dremel show. It's Dremel time. Okay. To the other side. Rotate. Same process. Color in their joint. Those rough cuts, go in with our grinding stones and smooth it up. you get used to using your Dremel tool, it's like another sculpting tool. But yeah, at least that's the way I see it. New memory board. I have lost it. Hulk hands. These are actually puff adder hands, which well, yeah, they could be Hulk hands though. I thought, which we kind of thought we was going to get these used for Scar, but they actually made new hands for Scar. Plus the other hands for puff adder, it's got the sword wielding hand, and the puff adder don't come with any weapons. So it's kind of odd we got that. I also kind of expect them to use that body for Charlie 23, the OG Guardians of the Galaxy. But nothing's happened yet. On OG Guardians of the Galaxy, we got Astro Vance and Yondu. Nobody else. Oh, you like Gundam model kits? My friend Krypton's Toy Vault. He's got I was doing a Thursday customizing show, and he's taking over that time slot. I retired my Thursday show, and he does Gundam builds on Thursday nights on his channel. He's on here sometimes too, doing the Gundam builds. Running solo over the night. Solo. So that's what you want when you're taking the material off the joints. You can see you've got a gap here now. They didn't make stuff. Yeah, there's a whole lot of the ones they didn't. Original Guardians of the Galaxy didn't make. But by George, we're gonna get every version of Wolverine, Cyclops, and Deadpool, and Spider-Man. The heck with finishing out teams. They got good basis for the crystal guide now too, with the crystal warriors. I said crystal warriors weird. Crystal warriors. All right. Going to use my red brown from Mr. Color as the base. Just going to do the hinges right now. Oh yeah, I forgot Wolverine too. Every version of Wolverine. Can't believe I forgot about all the different Wolfies. Yeah, the Caliban hands have claws and these don't, but I'm not really going to worry about that. Not really concerned about not having the claws. Because it's just one thumb. You're just going to see the fist most of the time. It's one of those details like, yeah, it'd be nice if it was on there, but I'm not going to stress that it's not. Do. Clean brushes. The boring part. It's got to be done. I've seen other customizing channels talking about having to buy these special pot to clean your brush. Got the little drip edge and all that stuff. I got an old pill bottle I glued to a piece of styrene. So it won't tip over. You don't need expensive stuff. To customize. I got all my brushes are cheap. What is the most expensive thing I got for customizing? I guess my airbrush set. That's just recently. You don't need that. It's just some of the stuff I saw. Certain things I find it more convenient to metallics. I like to airbrush those, silver, gold, and whatnot. The majority of paints you can just brush on once you got to thin them out first. All right. rinse my hands off, make sure I don't have any paint thinner on them. I've done that before, and I've not done it before and run what I'm working on, because it feels like my hands are clean. You'll have that paint stripper residue on your hands, and it'll just eat the paint away from what you're holding it while you're painting it. Go ahead and just work on this a little bit. I want to do some. What we got? Where's my paints? The gray. I don't need the gray. I need black. Where's my black? Oh, I got some new black. Let's try this stuff out. I've used it, well, I'll say try it out. I've used it before. My thumbs suck at trying to never damage my hands. Suck trying to open bags. The raffia. Bought some Pro Acrylic Black, coal black. I've used their other colors. I needed some white, so I figured get your black. I was in it. Haven't made Nomad Steve Rogers. Yep, haven't made that either. They gotta do every version of regular Steve Rogers first before they give us something new. I like how we get West Coast Avengers US Agent too. I should have waited to shake that up. Well, I'll use that. Need some stronger magnification. We'll get out the big dogs for the blind man. And like cheap brushes, this is just fingernail art paint brushes you can get for like $8.99 a set, and you get like a dozen brushes in it, different sizes. This thing's super tiny. It's the smallest brush they have in it set. I use it for painting eyes. Yeah. It's a real deep flat black. Need to do some more wash. A couple spots I see you looking up close. Oh. Just spots on the food. Did I get any of the Street Fighter Alpha figures? Just the Kid and Ryu. That's the only two I got. Probably that's all I want to get, because I don't need all the extra ones. Those are kind of bookends. Let's say that. Depending on how good Blanca and Bison look, I might get those. Just aside, hate to waste that much paint. Looking for. This stuff's made black. This is really bottle black. That's definitely not it, because it's that one had red paint in the lid. What more am I doing? Yeah, it's here somewhere. Usually it's right underneath my nose. Alright, now back to this. Alright, we got the base for our eyes down. Yeah, and then we'll mix and match between Storm and Jada. That's a good idea. From there's a couple characters in Alpha that's not in Street Fighter 2. Might pick those up. And Storm is doing a lot of nice accessory with the figures. So there's that too. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what the adult collector line for DC is going to be from Mattel. The MOTU Chronicle figures look great. So I would assume they're going to be something similar to that. For those Legend scale MOTU figures, the Chronicles, yes, those are the Marvel Legend scale MOTU figures. They look fantastic with their sculpt and range articulation. You got double tone elbows, butterfly joints, separate necks like the G.I. Joe Classified. They're all around great looking pieces. So I would assume that's what we're going to get with when we get the adult collector line for DC. I couldn't imagine them not going all out, especially not having the line for so long. What they showed so far is just the kitty line. They haven't showed the adult collector stuff yet. We'll probably see those around either probably SDC. I was hoping to see them at Toy Fair, but we'll see. So the MOTU Chronicles, the Marvel Legends scale figures, are going to be replacing the Masterverse line. Masterverse line is still continuing right now, but it will phase out and be completely replaced with Chronicles, which I'm cool with because I've never been that big a fan of the... I'm a big He-Man fan, and I don't like those figures. I'm going to go in with a wash after the teeth dry. When they dry, we'll go for a wash, do a mahogany wash, then do a lighter color, do the heavy warm cream color over top of that, or ivory, one or the other. So I found, like, I forgot I did that, like on the earliest draft I did, like for when I was little, and I designed this character when I was, I guess, still in elementary, maybe, or junior high, and I gave him like the MOTU like style belt and fuzzy trunks initially. Then I changed it where he's got pants and a more unique belt. That's the ones I've been going off of for when I got back in the, like, went back and revisited these characters and breathed new life into them. And when I went with that design. good. Here we got the olive green wash. A little bit over top the eyes. That dries. I'll put a single dot to the lighter green back over top of the center for like a faux iris. Looking nice and wicked. It works. Let that dry. And we do another coat. It should be dry enough where I can go over to the other side. I'll be right back, guys. I need to run the restroom. I'm back. Sorry for the little hold on the screen. Do the heavy warm white. Ivory. What was it? No. Which one's darker? Warm flesh. This warm flesh is what I started with. I think I got some fuzzies off the Q-tip when I wiped off the wash. A little more green wash on the eyes. The green wash, my least favorite to use. It's part of the thinness of the washes Testers does. It's hard to get the work with. It like it's real thin and runny too. Testers made. So I don't know if this stuff's even made anymore. That's all. Don't take much. Side. Wish I had my helping hands in there. I'm going to base these in the brown, the red brown I was hinged on. I'm using Mr. Color lacquer paints that I've thinned down so I can brush paint them. You have to thin your paints or they won't go on smoothly or level out. I use the Mr. Color thinner to thin it out. That's a good even coat. Thank you, JB. Well, it turned out pretty good. I also got, this is going to be an alternate head sculpt for this character. Also alternate hands too I'm working on. I want some fist hands. Big hulking characters. I like the no guests tonight. Are they all at the Don's out with the wife and the Cannon's spending time with the family, and I can't play the video anymore because I'm on free version of StreamYard and I don't have access to videos anymore. Or I play the family. That's the ticket. Now we basically just got to paint the horns and let everything dry and hit the sealer. And that head's done. Now you can punch. Yes. Exactly. Unlike the new Abomination figure, they didn't give hands to fist punching hands. That's the only thing would have made me interested in buying the new Abomination, because I basically have one already, because I made a custom basically just like that. But the only reason I would have bought the new one if they tooled up new fist hands, so the figure can duke it out with the Hulk. Who'd have think that big brute characters should be able to have closed fist hands? Paint needs some thinner. Not drop it. Where are you at? Just gonna eyeball it. I think I put too much. All right. Mm-hmm. One horn down. Thank you, Alpha Proto. Stay on camera while I'm painting. Kind of pointless doing the live stream with customizing if you're not doing your work. Got a big comic book convention here locally over the weekend. I didn't go to it because the weather. I wonder how many other people stayed home because of it. Did it snow? Well, it snowed here for a lot here lately. And the problem is it freezes. It snows and freezes and everything turns to ice. We had more snow on Friday. It's better now. The problem is I live on top of a steep hill, the S-turn at the top, and that hill is all shaded. So unless it's necessary, I don't go nowhere. I have the option where I can work from home. Oh, I didn't get a ticket or anything. I usually just go on Fridays when they're setting up and go talk to people. I don't need a badge or anything, I just walk in. Walk in like you own the place, they just let you in. Plus, I'm quite a big guy too. I've set up there a few times in the past, so I know a lot of the guys there. So I just go and talk to people. Yeah. What's funny is like I walked one time I walked in, didn't have a badge, wasn't sitting up. I just went to go talk to a buddy of mine who sits up there all the time, and when I was leaving, I started chit chatting with the security guard. And while I was talking to him, he was stopping people, asking if they had a badge. I thought that was funny. Exactly, Alpha Proto. Just walk in there like you're supposed to be there. I've heard if you have to carry a ladder too, nobody ever stops you either. Never tried that. Grande. That's the problem right now I gotta watch out for. I have 4 dogs, and I have hair on me a lot. It just falls off. Yeah, they're always shedding. So I'm shedding because it's on me. One's a lab mix, or known to shed a lot. The other one's a husky mix, sheds a lot. Plus I got 2 beagle mixes. There's hair everywhere, all the time. Plus, my lab mix, she's young and she's going through heat now too. So she's aggressive right now. With the other younger dog who's already fixed. The weather breaks, I gotta get Maisie appointment, get her spayed. Okay, those look good. Yep, you are correct, Alpha. Yeah, I was telling you a while ago, I could that black paint bit right in front of me. I couldn't even see it, and it's right there. It is. I never seen a sight. Last time I took Maisie to the vet by herself, she was so nervous. You think the dog would have went bald as much hair come off of her. I've never seen such a sight. Just, my oldest dog, Roxy, she's the most chill dog ever. I took her last time I took her to the vet. The vet's like, I wish every dog was like her. So it's just so easy going. There we go. Hey, Sector. I think that looks good. Let that sit overnight, then I can put a sealer coat on it. And I might put a little touch up on the horns here in a little bit, let that sit a little longer. Other than that, I think she's pretty well done. I left more of the neck on this one. It actually cups over the neck piece on the figure. It actually looks pretty good that way. Got another one here somewhere. I can't keep up with nothing anymore. All right. Thank you, Sector. So I got basically 4 heads for that figure. I got the 2 that Canon designed, the 2 I got here, and 2 sets of wings. One out, one folded down. And I'm working on some alternate fist hands. So that's gonna be good on him once he's all done. Well, there's the other head. This one I completely took off the neck. This one I left some on, like behind the head. It's different styles, where it connects. So I got the I'm gonna drill it out. The epoxy is hardened, I can't get it in there. These to the sides so don't be thermal dust on the paint. Now that one fits. I don't want to fit the other one right now because it's the paint still soft. That's a good size for the body. Now these were made using an app called Hit'em 3D. I used my artwork, uploaded it to the app, and I was able to generate the models. To get to work properly, you need like have the neck and the trap area where it makes the heads too squished or rounded at the bottom. Well, I've noticed. So it makes a little work got clean. That's why I had the one had the neck on there. But these printed hollow, but they were thick enough where I could fill them. So I actually filled these with epoxy. Some of them, like, they're so thin you can't do nothing with them. They're way too thin. But these were thick enough where they could still print. First ones this one I printed, I was like, well, I just fill it with liquid resin. Apparently there's pinholes in the model that come through, I guess, around the eye, the mouth. It was actually not the mouth, back of the mouth. I filled that up, and it just ruined the print. The resin ran out of the mouth all over the face. So I just stuffed it full of resin this time. I poured super glue into the horns, super glue and baking soda, I think that's what I did. Then hit it with the Instaset, and then I stuffed the rest of the head with epoxy. The other one I did to like stuff the epoxy all the way into the horns. One I did with super glue. I forget which one was which, but they're pretty cool head sculpts. Now the other head I got, it's a solid head, but I had adjusted the scaling to get it front to back right, which ended up making it look really good. The very demonic looking. I like the texture on the horns. I think it's really well too. It's got the segment horns. You can see it's real faint on this one. So it's two different styles. Like, I like them both, so I got options. Both of them got a nice sinister grin that I was wanting. He's very sadistic. Takes pleasure in hurting others. He eats people. He likes his job. So I will. Gotta remember how to paint those veins. I know the base body is sienna, burnt sienna from Testers. Dry brushed, did a wash, dry brushed leather brown over top. I can't remember what I used for the veins. Kind of looks like a flesh tone, so I can use. I think I could use what Mr. The Pro Acryl flesh tone. Pick out one that's close. Check back in on these. I think I can do some more sanding on these. Yeah, I need some sanding there and some sanding there. Yeah, what's funny, the only time I ever had a con, it was like, had an issue just getting in like during setup. Went to a TFCon, the Transformers convention, and all their help is volunteers. Like, this 98-pound little kid, like, it's on a power trip. My buddy I go up talk to here at the local con, he sits up at TFCon, and he's like, yeah, they're with me. My friend I was with at TFCon, and that kid was like on a power trip. It's like he's like, what happens if he runs that way and I run that way? What you gonna do? Both of us well over 300 pounds in 6 foot. I just sat down there before the entrance and texted my buddy. He's like, hey, we're at the door. And he comes like, hey, they're with me. I like going through when they're setting up and get an idea where to go next time. Alpha Proto went to a BotCon when I went to the area 1 year, and it was nice meeting all the voice actors, but I thought it was going to be more of a mech con, not just the Transformers. Yeah, BotCon is just strictly a Transformers convention. I went to a TFCon 1 year, and it was funny. It's like Greg Berger, the voice of Grimlock. Grimlock's one of my favorite characters, though. I'm sure y'all heard me mention it multiple times. I kept running into him on that con. It was funny. It's not nice as just a booth, just going to get breakfast, getting dinner, and he ends up sitting going to like a screening of the Transformers the movie, and Q&A afterwards. He comes and sits down right behind me. When he did that, when he sat down behind me, I just turned over. Are you following me? Had my nephews with me when they were little, and my youngest nephew was with me like several times when we ran into him. It was like he was tickled. At the convention, I got him to sign some Grimlock merchandise for me too. I got him to sign a couple things he's never signed before. I took a mint on the card, Beast Wars Grimlock. He signed it. He signed a mint on the card, Action Master Grimlock. He's never signed either one of those when I had him signed. Grimlock no stalker, me Grimlock King. He's super nice. Larry Keeney is a really nice guy too. Yeah, that's everything. Anything worked out where I could actually have a cartoon series on my stories. Greg Berger, I would love to have him do Bruton. I think by George, we got it. Oh, nice. Remember you telling me about that Alpha? That's being a voice actor. I'm not trying to do any coverage. I'm just wanting to go over the theme I've been working on, make sure no humps. Paint will show the flaws. That's pretty good, I think. No, it's just a gray paint. I'm just using it like a primer. The Gort, just want to see, make sure that seam line is gone. It is mostly gone. Enough where I'm not going to worry about it anymore. If I sand anymore, it's going to be too smooth too. I'm losing the texture of the wing. By the time I primer it with real primer, some Silver primer, scratch filler primer. It kind of need to be like a bluish gray to match the cartoon. Picture for Nemesis Enforcer. You got the Ventia head on stick. Yeah, more black on the horns. Yeah, hang it a little bit. Dun, dun, dun. Bow, bow, bow. Okay. Okay. That's good. I think we'll be able to finish up the hands tonight. Might be able to get the base coat on the back, on the opposite sides or whatever. If I had my helping hands, it would have been better. Could have done both sides at the same time. They are in the other room at the airbrush station. Alrighty. been working on a new hero group picture of my characters. All my original characters. These are all my heroes. I'm now start working on my villain sheet just like this. It's not all my heroes. I left 2 of them off on purpose, but it's most of them. Alright guys, I think I'm going to call it a night. Not much more to do besides watching paint dry. I got the head in really good shape. Got the wing sanded up. It's ready for primer. Got the base coat on the prep the hinges, base coat at the hands. This just needs to dry overnight before I seal it. I got alternate head done. That big robot guy is going to be very good custom. I thought actually we had to think about some of the stuff I got. So I could incorporate. I got the Armada, the Unicron, and Cybertron Primus parts. I can mix and match some of those parts and get something similar. Kind of close. I need new would need new feet, but I think the shins and the legs could work off the Unicron. Then the forearms off the Primus. I like those. Got the big guns on the forearms. He's got articulated fingers too. That would get roughly about the right size I need. Alright guys, I appreciate you coming out hanging out with me tonight. And been very busy at work, so it's been hard to make any videos. That's kind of why that's one of the big reasons I'm not doing the Thursday show anymore. It's just my workloads for my job has increased a lot. And kind of killed in the evenings when I. But anyway, very appreciative of everyone in the chat, and we'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one.